And we're back at it. We're another PSA reveal. This is a 20 card bulk order, door to door, with just a little over a month. So been hearing grumblings about other people saying how backed up PSA is, and maybe, you know, for some of the different specials they run, those are taking longer. But for me, at least on this bulk order, it was pretty decent. So apologize for my voice. Just been battling a cold, so is what it is. So just have to go through it with me. But overall, did pretty well. Hit on some bigger cards, and we'll kind of go through them with you and let you know. We'll put prices, of course, of you know, approximately what we paid for the card and the value. This one, perfect timing. Jaden Daniels Commanders just took down the Lions, and previously these were comping and selling for 50 to 75 bucks. And then the day of that they won that game, there were two sales at auction for like $200 to $300, or $330 actually. And so listed this at $325 or best offer, and took $250. So sold this bad boy for $250. I mean, this is just crazy. You know, in the card market, how these things can just take off, rapid fire. And beautiful card. Originally was going to keep it because you'll see in the order we got a Bo Nix that I wanted to pair it with, but you know, when prices go next level, you got to rip it and take the profits and move on. End up buying it back later, maybe a raw one, grade another one, or down the road once they come back down. So again, start off the order very good with the Jaden Daniels Elitist PSA 10. All right, just kind of a mixture of all different things in this order. That's the nice thing I like about bulk. You can do non-sports, sports. You don't have to try and fit a certain amount of cards within their parameters when they do those specials. So this is a Fleer Retro Rookie, Jimmer Fredette, PSA 9, sticker auto. This one will be for sale. And then we threw another one in there. Was pretty sure this one was going to get the 9, and it did. Several months back, we sent another copy of this in, and we got the 10, sold it for a very nice premium. There's like, I think it was a pop 2. So this card doesn't come on the market all that often to begin with, so was overall happy with the 9. You can see a little white tip there, so felt 9 was probably going to get it on this one, and that's what we got. So that one I'm going to keep. That's my first Fredette in the PC. The other one will sell off. All right, next one up, I was going to keep, this was right in line with my pre-grade. I had this one tagged at a 7, just on the back. These are prone to chipping and corner wear, which this one, of course, had. But beautiful on-card auto. One of the better college coaches in the game. Obviously, he's retired at this point, but Roy Williams, 02 press pass. Someone got a 7. Next up was a Montana rookie. Already sold this one as well. I think I'm going to lose some money on it. I originally thought this was a pretty solid 7, so the 6 was one undergrade. So, you know, they sell pretty consistently in that 1 to 125. I accepted an offer at 115. So I think I bought this raw for about $100. So again, I'll lose money. But in a 7, you know, they were probably like 175 or so. So I thought there was some little bit of room to make a little money or keep it in the PC, but I won't keep a 6. Probably I'd want a 7 at the very least. So obviously the centering is what got it down to a 6, I imagine, and maybe some other small defects on this. But these are pretty liquid. Put it up for sale and got 10 different offers. So it went pretty quickly as expected. So that was a 6 there. Sold that one already. Big one here. This is Jokic rookie card. Paid pretty strong on this raw. I think it was like $200. And I was fortunate to get the Gem Mint 10. I think these do probably $350 to $400 in a 10. If I'll try and put some prices up on most of these cards. So that was one of the bigger cards in the order. And then back-to-back, pretty cool one here. I pre-graded it a 9, just some kind of surface factory roller mark lines and whatnot on the back. So overall, the surface was solid, but probably just a a break-even type card, you know, in a 9. You're not, unless you got in. I mean, I got a good price point on it to begin with, but you know, they just don't do very high in a 9. So first one of the duds in the order, ouchie 6. So been pretty good, consistently avoiding the dreaded 6s. Obviously the Montana different, I knew that going into it, but you know, kind of the modern card to get a 6. I think this one might have had a pinched possible side that I thought they might not see it. So every once in a while, you know, you can squeak that in, but other than that, if it didn't catch that, I thought it was going to get a 9. So probably end up selling this. I love the design, the lucky 13 there, but don't really care for 6s, obviously. So all right, this one I felt actually did graded a lot higher than I expected. So beautiful card here. We got the on card Phillip Rivers, rookie auto, numbered out of 275. It had a couple of corners were what I felt not great in the back, kind of dinged, but I guess they pressed them out or something. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, 9. So I'm happy with this grade. But I was thinking like a 7 or an 8. But all right, this is kind of a cool card here. I came across this in our card shop, and this is the 19 Leaf Inscription Auto. I think he's obviously known for To Catch a Predator. So I'm not, it's so hard. His handwriting is pretty difficult to read. There are some different types of inscriptions. So on this one, I really, honestly, I don't even know. So there's none that have been graded by PSA, or at least they're listed for sale. I think in fact, there's, you know, maybe a handful, 4 to 6 that have been graded by PSA, but so most of the raw ones listed online are in the $300 to $500 range, so I'll probably put it somewhere in there in a 9. So, you know, I feel it will at least warrant maybe some more looks and possibly get a decent offer on it, just because it's in a PSA holder, and a 9 is respectable. This one came in at a mint 9, championship ticket, Tom Brady from the 22 contender set. Kind of cool, obviously, kind of foil looking card. I bought this from a kid at a card show when I was set up. I knew it was likely a 9, but you know, sometimes I like to just roll the dice and see if we can get a 10, but you can clearly see centering left to right is off, and I think maybe one of the corners as well. So not going to make any money on that one, but still just an overall sharp looking card. All right, so here was the Bo Nix I mentioned. It also got the Gem Mint 10. I just, again, love the design of this card. So I'll hold on to this card. Pretty bullish on Bo Nix if they can give him a few more weapons. Loved what he did this year. Got knocked off, of course, in the first round of the playoffs, but he's got a bright future. So him and Jaden Daniels are future stars in the league for sure. So I'll be buying Bo Nix in the off season. All right, next one up, just Pyro Red Parallel. This is numbered out of 125. I thought this one was probably going to get a 9, actually. So got the Gem Mint 10. So this is one, you again roll the dice, and sometimes it works in your favor. Not a real high dollar card. Obviously, it's not his rookie year. I think I saw one listed for $60, so I'll probably price mine just under that a little bit and see if we can move that. But nice looking card in design. All right. Next up, we got a couple based on-rust cards. First one is Caleb Williams. Got the Gem Mint 10. And then Bo Nix. Also got the Gem Mint. So happy with these two. All right, and then the next 4 cards, I kind of went down the rabbit hole, came across one of my watch lists for Donald Trump, and there are a ton of different variations and parallels in this 2024 Wildcard Illumination set. And so they come in sealed mags individually. I bought, I don't know, maybe 6 off eBay, and the quality control on these is not great. So I picked the 4 best, and even then I thought, you know, these could get less than a mint 9. One had a stronger possibility of a 10 than the other 3, but I chose to go all after this particular you know, version of the card, where from his assassination attempt, you know, afterwards, you know, he was fight, you know, to the crowd, and this, you can even see on the right side of his face a little blood smear. So I thought this would, you know, be one of the more iconic cards in the set that collectors would want to have, and I'm going to keep one of them actually myself. But again, this one got a mint 9. This is numbered 1 out of 7. And I had emailed PSA in advance because, of course, these just rolled out and they weren't in the checklist, so I wasn't 100% sure if they were in fact going to grade it. Customer service said they likely would, and so fortunately for me, this is good timing with the inauguration coming up. So hopefully we'll get some more views and eyeballs and be able to move these at a profit. So obviously prices have come down on the raw over time as more hit the market, so I paid maybe a little bit more than current prices. So we'll have to, since I'm first to the market in a PSA slab, I'm hoping that will offset, you know, paying a little bit more. So this one's kind of that mojo, I would say, parallel look. Got the 9. This one's numbered out of 8. So you've got kind of those 2 different looking ones. 45th president there. All right, I think this is the one I'm going to keep. The mojo's cool, but this is more just the refractor version. So I'm going to keep probably this one in my collection. It's always interesting when PSA chooses to put this inner sleeve. I don't always particularly like it, depending on the reflections and how it looks in the slab. But they chose to do that and put it in this thicker slab for some reason or the other. And then this one was the final card, and it got a 10, gem mint. So I'll put a higher premium, of course, on this one, numbered 4 out of 10, when I list it for sale, just because it's a pop 1, no other graded, and it got the 10. And again, I don't think these are going to be, obviously there's high volume, but the quality control, at least from the sample size I had, is not great. So I don't think 10s are going to be handed out too easy on this particular set. That's just my opinion. And then the final card, unfortunately, it was a do not holder. I think it was like an N9 or something. So this is tough. I mean, I couldn't find hardly any of these cards. It's an on-card auto. It's some type of redemption, I think. And so I'll try and maybe at some point when I put together a SGC order, send this one off to SGC to see if they will in fact grade it. So, but overall, pleased with the order. Or like I said, I already sold 2 of the cards, so that essentially at least pays for the cost of grading. And obviously you got to make profit to then have funds to pay for more cards and do the rinse and repeat cycle. So that's the part of the fun I enjoy doing, and appreciate you guys watching, tuning in. Until next time.